Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stop the chitter chatter and get ready for what matters. You know, it's Tuesday Night Fight Talk. My name is Jaya McClain. I'm a former two-time cruiserweight champion of the world, and I'm your host, and this is my show. Now let's go! My special guest on the show tonight,
one of the longest reigning, most dominant cruiserweight champions of our era. I'm talking about the Hall of Famer, my man, my friend, Al Ice Cold.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. Clark San Martino scores the bout 114 to 113. Don Nodeker scores at 117 to 110. And Gene Williams scores at 116 to 111 for the winner by unanimous decision and new cruiserweight champion of the world, Alfred Ice Cole.
Al Cole has done it. He has won a unanimous decision. Here's Dave Bontempo with a new champion.
People don't really know how great this guy was as an athlete. Because I think he got drafted to the pros as a football player.
Oh.
And he played a couple of years, I think, as a football player.
Really?
Then he got cut. Then he started doing karate, kickboxing.
Yeah.
So think about it. He got drafted to the pros. Then he became a world champion kickboxing. Then turned around and became a world champion boxing.
Right.
That's a heck of an athlete.
Yeah, man.
And then, but also, he still holds the record. I don't know if you know it's a record that when he won the world title, he got the fastest knockout in history for a world title fight.
Really?
Not the fastest record. Now, some people got knocked out faster in boxing.
Yeah, James Thunder got that title.
Okay.
You remember that?
I know he fought Maurice. I know he got beat back.
James Thunder?
No, I know Thunder. I know him, but I don't know if he got no.
He knocked out some dude. I don't remember who.
Okay. Yes, I know what you mean. He ran. Yeah.
The bell rang, ding.
He won the first punch. Exactly.
Right.
I was thinking of John Ruiz when he fought David Tua.
Oh.
Right. And and Tua knocked him out in the first round. But you're right. And Thunder was a big puncher.
Yeah.
And what happened, but
James Warren.
James Warren knocked him out.
Who did he fight? You don't remember who he fought. But anyway, so what happened? It was for the title.
Was it James Pritchard, I think. Was it Pritchard or something? But he knocked out for the world title, I think 28 seconds.
Wow.
28 seconds. You're about to look it up, everything.
Yeah, this joint hot, boy. I gotta put this in the shade. I can't even look it up.
But you know what? That's what I was gonna say. I think it was James. He knocked the guy out in 28 seconds of the first round to win the world title.
So,
and he was favored. He was favored to beat me because after that he won the world title. Then he had another title defense and he knocked the guy out. And so James Warren was known as a big knockout artist.
Right.
Heck of an athlete. And so turn around, I thought they favored to beat me too. Because he just knocked out the last three guys and set the world record for the fastest knockout in history.
Right.
But they didn't read the final chapter. And it was a close fight. And
yeah, it was a good fight though.
Till the end of it, I just kind of like pulled it out. And I looked at the fight and I could have done a lot more stuff. You know, hindsight, we've seen much more stuff. But he was long and leery, and I was trying to be leery of his ability because he's so sloppy and all he'd always grab and hold and then make everything fun. But I ended up beating him.
Yeah, because the last couple rounds, you turned it on and started
exactly.
Hands go.
And that's when I let my hands go and put the pressure on him and just dominate the last few rounds and just changed the whole fight up over.
Yeah.
And I you know what? He became a wrestler. No,
Oh,
a referee.
yeah.
But he did a little MMA also.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just, he's in Miami. I got to know him. I've seen him once or twice since the fight, but, nice guy, very nice guy.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's an awesome
Mhm.
story. But I tell you what, man, you worked hard to get that belt, and they say once you win the title, you got to work even harder to keep it. And you did that for 5 years in a row.
And I really thank you about that because you know what? At that time, if you look what I dominated, heavyweights was so big at the time. And I didn't get as much publicity because back at that time you had everybody. Ray Mercer, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Tommy Morrison, Burt Cooper, Razor Roddick. Every heavyweight fight was a good fight.
Oh, absolutely, man. Look, you remember, I was a cruiserweight champion too,
Right.
and I know.
Yeah.
I ain't make no money.
and see, that's the only reason I stayed there. I dominated, but my bad thing was heavyweights was always so easy. And I cleaned basically for the 5 years, I dominated the cruiserweight. And then even the people I beat, like I don't know, I beat Uriah Grant twice and
Uriah Grant beat Tommy Hearns, didn't he?
Exactly. And you know what? One of my fights, I fought on one of Crunk fighters. My best fight in my probably career messed up my whole life.
What's that?
Vincent Bower.
Oh yeah. Why you say messed up your whole life?
My whole career because you know what? At that fight, that was my third title defense in 1 year.
Uh-huh.
That was in '93.
Uh-huh.
I defended my title 3 times. It was my third fight at that time. Now it's talking about some publicity because right at the front, if you ever go back and watch that fight, Vincent Bower from Crump, Tommy Hearns came to that fight. Because at the point, it was talking about some status with Hearns and Barkley was talking about moving up. And they was talking about taking on my fight. And so I guess I was always under shadow with the group of the triple threat.
Right.
Ray Mercer, Charles Murray, and myself.
Yeah.
And so they was very allied. So I was always the underdog, even though I'm the first one to win the title and dominate. Right. I dominated my career. And at one point, me and Hearns was about to fight.
Right.
We came there and it was talked about as a possibility about me and Hearns fighting. So now, fighting a major name like Hearns will elevate my name.
Right.
Like everybody gonna know this guy named Peter McNeely.
Yep.
Not, I don't want to put him down, but everybody gonna know him because he fought Tyson.
Right.
And you get your name off of fighting a popular person or you become a star. Usually to become a star, you gotta be the star.
Yep.
And same thing, even though Terry Norris was very good, but he got so much more popularity when he knocked out Sugar Ray.
Yep. That's facts. That's the sad part about boxing.
Mm-hmm. And see, boxing is like this because you and I, we can fight today, right? Mm-hmm. Either of us win, but we might not fight for another 3, 6 months, or a year later.
Right.
The other athletes, basketball, football, like Michael Jordan or LeBron or anyone of them, they can score 15 or 10 points today. And they tell them, oh, bad, he's sorry. He messed up that game. But tomorrow or 2 days later, he can score 40, 50 points. And then he back on top. But let us have a bad night.
Yeah,
we end up on our back.
and so, you end up on your backs, And a lot of times we end up on the couch for a long time after that.
Exactly. And see, these other athletes, like even in football, like a running back can have a bad game, he can only get like 40 yards.
Keep going. Keep talking.
All right, 40 yards, and then the next week he get like 150 yards. So one like as I was saying, 1 week he could get 40 yards as a running back. That's bad.
Right.
But the next week he could come back and get 150 yards. So we're not seeing every week, every other day, every month. So these are boxing, they forget about you.
So what you're saying is you had a bad night with Vincent Bower?
Oh no. No, I had a great night. I stopped him in 5th.
So why you say that was your bad night?
After that, that would look bad. I look like I was the best. That was my best.
That was the reason, because you looked too good.
Exactly. Over the next 3 years, nobody wanted to fight me.
Right.
And I had 3 title defenses. And over the next 3 years, I only had 4 fights. And one of them was a heavyweight.
Yeah.
And so nobody wanted to fight. And me and Hearns, we didn't fight. Me and Iran, Barkley, we didn't fight. All the fights, they took off the table. So now I had to go back and defend my title because I couldn't I was just trying to still keep the money. That was my security blanket.
Right.
But meanwhile, I'm constantly beating up all the heavyweights. All the heavyweights.
Right.
I mean, Oliver McCall, Bert Cooper, all of Ray Mercer's sparring partners. We used to say I used to beat the hell out of them. Used to beat that because they couldn't touch me. I used to beat the hell out of all of them, right?
Yeah.
And then they said, well, let's give Mercer an easy fight. Look at Al Cole. Al Cole hitting him like that. If Mercer hit him like that, they're going to be gone.
Yeah.
And so I'm boxing and moving with Jesse Ferguson. They couldn't touch me. And so they figured like, this would be an easy fight. Let Mercer fight him. And it'd be one of Mercer's hardest fight he ever fought in life. Because I box and move. I hit and move.
Right.
Mercer get hit and stay there.
Right. And
so
I
decided to move up to heavyweight because I got lazy. I got tired of making the weight, whatever. Then I was getting so big, but I was like small, like 220. I started losing like 225, 230, coming down to cruiserweight. And at that time, it was 190.
Yeah.
So I was starting to lose a lot of weight. So I said, let me fight heavyweight. And then I'm easily beating up heavyweights. But to be honest, I got lazy because at cruiserweight, I had to run.
Right.
I had to make weight. I had to get down.
You ain't had to do none of that as heavyweight.
Right. If I got up in the morning, like, I don't feel like running today. I'm like, I'll run another time. See, I didn't have to make weight, so I didn't feel like going to the gym. I don't need to go to the gym.
Right.
And so I just knew my skill, my speed, they can't do that. Now I'm getting them.
So let me ask you this. And throughout your whole time that you was reigning, those 5 years,
yes,
did you at any point feel like the champion that you were? Did you get to enjoy it and really feel it? Or were you always put in that triple threat comparison?
Both, actually, because I was always put in a triple threat comparison, but until I started dominating.
Right.
I kind of got out as the least, even in some articles said the least talented of the three. Because we was known as a big, matter of fact, we was the only company at one point to be on the stock market.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it was like a global company. They put the triple threat as a stock market. We was a company because our manager basically ran out of money. Taking us, he put us on the stock market, and everybody made millions except the fighters. And that's one of the things about not knowing, not being the smartest move, whatever. Everybody, and you know what, not mention his name, but there's some people that we put in charge to look out for our back made millions.
Why you don't want to mention his name? I
I
always want to pull.
got to learn to forgive and forget.
I always want to pull the meat off the bone.
Okay, but it was one of my, not Kenny Adams, I'm just saying, or Alton Murkison.
Right. Wasn't them.
One of my Army coaches that I brought with us to the pro.
Right.
That say, like when I turned pro, like this, like being stupid boxers, this novice boxer,
Right.
I didn't know nothing about boxing, right? I was just, only reason I boxed in the Army, so I didn't go sleep in the woods.
Right.
I had to eat the MREs or go get that crappy food.
Right.
But when I start boxing, I'm gonna get it be for real, because you can't, like, you know what I'm saying, we play basketball, we play baseball, we play football.
Not play boxing.
We don't play boxing. And like even in basketball, baseball, you can take off or not give your all. But if you don't give your all in boxing, you getting your butt whooped.
Yes, sir.
You're getting crap. Even if sometimes when you do give it your all, you still get your butt cracked.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we gotta try. And so what happened, I was mad because I got cheated in the box off. The crowd booed, people booed, everybody booed. Even when I beat Andrew Maynard, the night I beat him in the Olympic trials, the next day, had an article that he was still favored to win gold.
Yeah.
I'm like, how in the world he's still favored? I just eliminated him.
Right.
But Sugar Ray was the sponsor, and we're not supposed to have sponsors.
Any one goal.
Right. And Sugar, but now, how would you go about me and you fighting right now? And right now, Sugar Ray is my sponsor, but not supposed to be sponsors. But Sugar Ray is wearing a shirt of a picture of me.
Right.
Saying ice cold. So when Sugar Ray speaks, people go listen.
Yeah.
But at first they thought Maynard was gonna beat me.
Yeah.
But then they found out otherwise. And then they figured Bomani was gonna beat me. Bomani Parker.
Right.
And I ended up winning that. Make a long story short, I win the Olympic trial, so now I go to the box off. And every decision I get was 3-2 split decision. Well, one was 4-1. But no way, I know I lost. People booed, they threw the cans, the bottles, everything. Right. Everybody booed, everybody said I won. And then I never realized till people always said it until something happened years later. Someone told me, you're like, why are you still complaining about that? Andrew Maynard never done nothing. He never made nothing as a pro.
Right.
You went on to win a world title, become in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
I said, but you know how much money I would have got if I came home with the gold and more popularity, more papers and everything?
Right. Right.
That gold medal changes everything.
And especially back then.
Yes.
Back then, a gold medal was automatic millions of dollars signing bonus.
Exactly, and that's what. But you know what? I said everything happens for a reason, and bless God, Allah, everything. But you know what? Probably if I had went on and won the gold and came back, I would have probably had different managers.
You might have got lazy too.
Yeah.
Hey man, so quick, let me ask you about this. Okay, so in 2007, you went to the New Jersey Hall of Fame.
Yes, and I was still fighting. I fought after 2007.
Wow.
I know, it's like you're supposed to have retired and
for
been
5 years.
Yeah. And I was still fighting. If you look at my record, my history, I fought after that.
Yeah. So did you go to the Boxing Hall of Fame?
Yes.
In Saratoga, in New York?
Not yet, but they have contacted me.
Right.
But I was in the Hall of Fame in New York and New Jersey.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. You definitely should be. I mean, like I said, man, to see a man dominate the division and reign for that long is so impressive, man.
Thank you, thank you. And I just felt like I never did my all. I could have did a lot better. And as an athlete, as you always want to do better and more. And I know I could have did better if I had trained more. But like I said, when I went up to heavyweight, people think I went up to heavyweight. I want to make no excuse. But right when I moved up to heavyweight, my mom and my brother died.
Oh, man.
And then when my mom died, I won one fight over the next 4 years. And I stopped training, stopped being lazy, and then my father almost died, my sister almost died, I had my aunt, my cousin. I had almost 10 deaths in 3 years.
Wow.
And six people did die.
Wow. Prayers up, bro.
So for every 3 months, somebody critically ill in the hospital, and I was going through the motion.
Right.
But as an example, I could say, just say Buster Douglas. It was just the opposite for him.
Right. I mean, everyone mourns differently, so.
Right. He raised up.
Right.
And I went down. Because I was always at the top at the time.
Right.
And Buster raised up and gave him all that courage and extra shit, and it should have been. But I just psychologically thought I could push. And I didn't do it, even though I went on, I never really got beat up. But every fight was close because I was out of shape.
Right.
I had a couple of bad fights, though.
So what's the highlight of your career?
You may be so surprised. No one ever would guess it. The highlight of my career was winning the Olympic trials.
Yeah?
Not winning a world championship, not dominating, because I made a point in my career to be a dominant fighter that was expected. And what I'm trying to say, I was always like an overachiever, overcomer, because they weren't expecting me because I was so tall and lanky and thin. And then Andrew Maynard and Bomani Parker was dominating the light heavyweight division as the amateurs.
Right.
For the last 2-3 years, they knocked out everybody, and they fought each other. It was a unanimous decision for Maynard. So when I came up in that year, I only moved up in '88 to fight. I had about 8 months before the Olympic trial.
Right.
And so that's when I came up to move up to '88 to fight light heavyweight. And I wasn't expecting to do it because everybody was so much bigger and stronger. But like what you put on, I was a workhorse.
Yeah.
And I hustled people. And that was the thing. So that was basically really, and just as my fight in my career, I knew I was going to do it. My mindset.
Right.
Even if I'm wrong, I knew. I knew I'm going down. But I got always overshadowed again because when I came with the triple threat, Ray Mercer, the hard-hitting heavyweight.
Right.
Charles Natural Murray, slickest natural fighter.
Right.
At least time to beat Al Cole. So now I get my world title. Now I'm over their shadow. I'm going to become my own man. Now I tell my coach, Alton Murchison, that was one of my coaches in the Army.
Right.
Listen, Roy Jones is not doing nothing down there. And Roy started coming up training with us. Like during the winter time, the trip that we would go down to Pensacola, Florida to train during the winter.
Uh-huh.
During the summertime, it's so hot down there, Roy Jones and his crew came up to train up here with us in Jersey.
Right.
So we kept flipping, flapping. So Roy became part of our stable, like.
Right.
And as we always in the gym together.
Yeah.
So when Roy, one day, we all broke up, our whole team broke up, our whole function, everything broke up, so we went on separate ways.
Right.
So I went with my coach, Alton Murchison, that was down there with Roy.
Right.
And because Roy had just hired him. And I said, you should go hire him because the triple threat broke off. I said, go with Roy. I said, look, I'm cool with Roy. We haven't really been together since the Olympics. I'd come down there. So now I'm down there boxing with Roy Jones.
Right.
And I'm thinking like, Roy's going to be a world champ soon because he's good. But I told him I'm going to take over his town. Shoot. Roy became a mega star. and I try to tell people, Roy is like Mayweather now.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Roy Jones, man, was incredible, man, during his era, man.
And people don't want to give him enough credit. And they said he wasn't fighting nobody. No. Roy was dominating so good, he made him look like nobody.
Yeah. Yep. I text Roy the other day. I told him, I said, I want him on the show. And the name of the episode that he going to be on is going to be called, Oh, Yeah, Y'all Must Have Forgot Again.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
And talking to, I'm going to bring some highlights your fans might want to know if they definitely watch this show. What's one guy said I always wanted to fight you had on this show. And he like, why would I want to fight him?
Who?
Because I said you're stealing my name.
Oh, Montel.
Yeah. and I said, no, I said, Montel, I really wanted to fight you because you were so good.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight a bum. I want to fight someone's good.
Right.
And, I want to prove something. Because I'm like, how in the world, little as you are, Ash, beating up all these guys, you so short, so small. I said, you got to be technically sound,
Yeah, Montel slick as grease.
And I'm like, wow. And you know what? I'm always teasing him. He said, well, when I turned pro, I was a cruiserweight. I said, I still look at myself as a light heavyweight.
Yeah, man, that Montel was slick. That'd have been a good one, the ice versus ice.
Yes. At one point, they had talked to me about MMA.
Yeah, they can forget about
it. But you know who I was going to fight when they tried to convince? I was going to do it too. But I wasn't going to be like everybody else that just try to get
like Ray Mercer. Didn't Ray Mercer get broke up?
Oh, man. Let me tell you, when I told Mercer, Tyson them talked about it to me, and they had some money. They said it was like $250,000, or was it $150,000? Only for like 3 rounds. I'm like, Mercer, I'm gonna go get that. I'm like, hey, Mercer, like, no, Cole, please don't go get it, please. I'm like, no, Mercer, what are you talking about? That much money is only for a few rounds? You're like, I can easily do it. He said, Cole, I thought I could do it too. And when you mentioned that, my legs still hurt.
I'm telling you, man, that stuff is crazy, man. They asked me to do that. I hung up the phone.
Yeah. But you know the only reason I was going to do it? They said because they tried to say psychologically. But hold on, but Mercer knocked out a world champ. I don't know if you know.
I don't care.
Yeah. No. In MMA.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you like, okay.
I don't care. I wouldn't do it anyway.
But what happened was this.
No, but to be honest, if I was like Ray Mercer, somebody that had that kind of power and that was that tough, I might. But I was a boxer. I was never the tough guy. I was never the tough guy. I'm running. Right. I'm getting out the way.
Yeah, okay. And that's a smart move. But the only reason they already had the title that you just mentioned, something about ice.
Yeah.
What was that? I forgot his name. He was Chuck Liddell.
Chuck Liddell.
Yeah, he was considered the
white
Ice Man. Yes.
Guy.
He was considered the ice, and he was the Ice Man. They were going to say the promo of the fight was going to be which ice will crack.
Okay, yeah, that was a good one.
And Chuck Liddell, he was like MMA fighter, but he always boxed.
Yeah, he used to always be knocking everybody out.
Exactly. And so they tried to say, oh, he's perfect for you. He's going to try to box you. And like, no, no, don't get it twisted. He's going to box those other guys.
Right.
He ain't going to try to box me. the first thing he's gonna try to do is come take me down.
Or
So
kick
I'm
you in
gonna
your
go
head.
right. I said I'm gonna go practice my ground technique. I'm not gonna practice kicking. I will practice a little kicking, but that guy, he ain't gonna try. You know, he's just gonna try to take me down and choke me out or something.
So
But
this thing
twist
was
me
real.
up,
They was really trying to make this fight happen.
right? Oh yeah, yeah. It was good, but it never did happen though. I wanted it to really happen though.
Yeah.
But what you said with I was saying something about, I forgot what something about, with Roy, when Roy got so big, this is what I was going to say. People don't realize, like Montel, that's what I'm saying, Montel had to be great. What he did with Roy was phenomenal, whatever. Even whatever they call the knockdown, the drown or down.
Right.
But to really twist Roy up, to get him complex, or to get it so much, because Roy before that was dominating everybody.
Right.
No matter who it was, no matter how good you was. Even with James Toney, he dominated everybody.
Yeah.
And people don't realize when Roy moved up to heavyweight, it was the same time before I was talking about moving up.
Yeah.
And because I was beating up all the fighters.
Right.
And it was so easy. It was so easy. I mean, it really was. Because I'm used to, like, for instance, I've been sparring Riddick Bowe since an amateur.
Right.
And so we always battle. And this is probably another thing. Riddick Bowe never fought no military guys. And he couldn't handle military like Mercer or something. And he wasn't going to fight Lennox Lewis again, even though he says, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
But Bowe was a great inside fighter for a big man.
Oh man,
He
beautiful.
was a great inside fighter.
Uppercut was mean on the inside.
But we used to kind of tease him and chump him as an amateur. And Bowe couldn't figure because we trained for the Olympics at the military base. And we was like, oh, you can't hang, you can't hang, you can't hang. Y'all can't handle it. Because the military training was totally different from the civilian training.
Right.
And so we trained him, like, we don't have to be good, but we're going to be in good shape.
Right.
So we're going to wear you down.
Yeah.
And so Bowe did like all that, but when he tried to join the military, afterwards, you know his story. He didn't last. He got kicked out.
In the Marine Corps.
Yeah, in the Marine Corps. And one day I talked to him about it, right? We was just laughing and joking. He said, you know it's hard to get out of bed when you're used to sleeping on silk sheets. You used to sleeping on silk sheets. Now I'm going to go into, now Bo, this big old millionaire, he going to have someone, private, get over here. You get 10 push-ups. I'm
Right.
like, you're the world champion now. Someone going to demand you give him 10 push-ups?
Right.
I know that wasn't going to work.
Yeah, I don't even know what he was thinking, man.
He just wanted to compete with military stuff or do something because we all did that. And we all jumped on him like Robert Salters. You ever found out? His name, look on it, you could probably find it somewhere at Google. Robert Salters.
Yeah.
He knocked out Bowe in the 88 Nationals.
Yeah.
And beat him in the Olympic trials.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna check him out. Man, that's crazy, man. Well, look, man, I really want to thank you for coming, taking your time to be on here today, man, because you got a lot of great stories, man. You definitely a Hall of Famer. You a legend. You reigned in my division for years.
Thank you.
Watched you.
That gotta be tough.
Up.
That gotta be tough because it's your division.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were about 3 or 4 years older than me.
No,
So
but
you was
no. I'm just saying, I'm making a point because you're still your division.
Right. Yeah. And I used to just watch you like, man, that boy right there doing it.
Hey, let me, I know we're about to finish up, but I wanted to say something concerning something that people might not know. I want to give to your fans. Remember what I was just talking about Roy Jones, right?
Right.
And he moved up to heavyweight.
Right.
When he fought, because at the same time we was figuring who was going to fight who, because he seen me easily beating up all the heavyweights.
Right.
And then even seeing me working with Mercer so much. And he said he was at one point. I don't know if you remember. They talked about him and Tyson.
Right.
And Roy said he's not even worried about Tyson. He said only thing he was worried about Tyson, well, if Tyson pinned him on the corner against the rope and pound him on the leg, on the side, on his arms and body, he said he's not worried about getting hit to the head because he figured he was speeding the void stuff. He said, but if you kill the body, kill the arms, it will slow him down and then Tyson will hit him. He said, but well, the reason I'm saying that because Roy, when he fought John Ruiz,
right.
I always talked to Roy 2 years before about moving up to heavyweight. I said, don't you see how easily I'm handling him? I said, Roy, I could barely hit you. I know the heavyweights will not hit you.
Right.
And he thought about it for 2 years. And then when he found a great opportunity, when he moved up to fight John Ruiz, he put the weight on correctly.
Right.
He put the weight on very correctly and every good. But when he lost the weight and he went down, when he fought
Tarver,
I remember Roy was there talking, Tarver was smacking, and the only thing he got to do is talk smack to Roy. He gonna come at you, or he gonna build on the fight. When he went to fight Tarver, Roy, Monday, we was together. I don't know if you know, after the triple threat, me and Roy hooked up and we had the same management.
right.
All right, so we trained all the time together. When Roy moved down, he tried coming down from heavyweight, back down to light heavyweight to fight Tarver. That Monday, Roy weighed 193 pounds. Remember I said he put on the weight correctly. He put it on the solid mat, but he didn't put it down. You know, as the amateurs, how we crash weight, crash diet in the last couple of days? Roy thought the same thing in doing that. And so Monday he weighed 193. Thursday was the weigh-in. Roy weighed 175.
Yeah.
So he was almost like 20 pounds lighter in 3 days. So Roy was so weak, so tired, that first Tolliver fight.
Yeah.
So Roy looked really bad.
Hey,
Even compared to Roy, he still won the fight, even though it was close.
Nah.
No, the first fight. But okay. You know why I say that? Roy was winning the first half of the round up until like a minute and a half or 2 minutes of the fight. The last 30 seconds, that's the only time Tarver came in and Roy just sat on the ropes because he couldn't move. And Tarver probably won every round of the fight for the last 30 seconds. For the last 30 seconds.
So that right there should be enough to show the judges. I mean, that right there is the most impressionable part of the round. Who closed it out?
Exactly. You're right. He closed it out. But Roy had dominated the first part of the round.
But I disagree with that part.
Okay, well, look, that's great. That's
hey,
great.
listen, so let me just tell you this. So prior to that fight, Tarver was trying to fight Roy for a while.
Yes.
And so when he fought John Ruiz, I told Tarver, come to Vegas. We're going to be super clean. Me, you, that's when I was married to Layla. I said, we're going to go to the fight. And after the fight, we're going to go to the press conference. And when we get to the press conference, the whole world is going to be right there because Roy just going to have won that title. And this is going to be your opportunity to tell Roy Jones that you've been number one across the board and you've been trying to fight him for however how long and call him out and make it happen.
And you know what? He did the perfect thing because right after that, I went up to him and told him, you got that fight now because Roy don't like nobody to call him out or do nothing and do this stuff. And right after that, I knew they was going to fight. But what I'm trying to say, Roy did this. This is the point. When we always in all his training camps, we work together. When Tarver did that, Roy, he crashed diet and he won the fight. I'm gonna just say he won the fight, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the second fight, I was telling Roy, well, we was talking, and Roy, this is the mistake he made, I said. Roy said, listen, nobody ever boxed Tarver. I mean, nobody ever backed Tarver up. Tarver was always coming. He was a big, strong southpaw. He's an aggressive fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, Roy, that's true. I said, Roy, think about it. Last time you beat him, the judges gave you the decision. I'm going to just say it like that. Wait, the judges gave him the decision.
Right.
And I said, you outboxed him. You outboxed him. And the only time you got tired is when you laid on the rope because you had no energy. I said, now, you took the weight down correctly. You're boxing and moving back like you normally do. You need to do that. He like, no. I'm going to attack Tarver. Nobody ever attacked Tarver. No one even came at Tarver. He said, people always try to avoid him and outbox him. I said, that's what you're good at. He like,
and let me tell you, because I was in Tarver's corner for that fight.
oh, okay.
And in the training camp, we had a bunch of different sparring partners, and they were all mimicking his style, being very elusive, a lot of feinting and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And nobody was coming to him to try to, they couldn't back Tarver up.
Right. See, I don't know that part, but that's what me and Roy talked about. That's what I heard. Okay, but so now he said nobody backed him up. He said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go attack him. No one really attack him. People move around left and right. I'm going to go push him back. I'm going to go attack him. I'm like, Roy, that way you could be in arm reach. You could be, instead of you going side to side, using your ability to do what you do. But you're going to go right there and be right in front of him. And he had to be in front of him too long. Because, let me tell you, when I first sparred Roy, I was teasing with him. I'm like, man, you little old guy, you're going to step up with the big boys. I'm a cruiserweight now. Right. I think he was like a super middle or light heavyweight. I'm like, man, come on, I'll play with you, man. I'm like, hit me. I'm like, hit me, put my hand down, doing like this. And then he threw a jab. I'm like, man, that's slow. I thought you was fast. He like, threw another jab. Man, come on, man. I'm going to show you what it's like. I stuck my head out there. Whop! I'm like, oh, shoot.
It was that hook.
That hook. And I'm like, wow. And I got so mad, I came back with my hook. I came back, swoon. And he was over there. I came, boom. He was over there. Boom. I'm like, Roy used to punch and move so much.
Yeah.
You punch, you got to turn wherever he was. And that was his thing. And that's what I learned, that's why I got lazy and moving up with heavyweight, don't move and everything. But that's what it was. You able to get hit. And that's what it went on from that point. When they talk about the weight, I think it's not just the weight, but your whole natural body. Your whole body, your nerves, your nervous system, your whole body. Like when you lose that weight, if you see some obese people or something, when they lose a lot of weight, that body affects the body, your whole muscle body, everything totally, your neurological system, your nerves and everything on. You don't move like you used to move.
Right.
And Tarver had a perfect opportunity to do it. And you know what? Like when I was talking about what your thing with Montel, I don't think and understand, Montel don't get the just due reward I think he should get.
Right.
For him to beat the two of the baddest people on the planet at the time.
Yep.
Known to be the best. And beat them both.
Yeah.
And
no doubt. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, he definitely is underrated and doesn't get his just due. Neither one of them, Montel nor Tarver, because Tarver beat Montel.
Really?
And Tarver fought James Harden when he didn't have to, and James Harden already beat him. But Tarver wanted to clean that up. and he was already number one. He could have just went right past him. I mean, they both have some credible, very credible careers. I mean, and neither of them get the respect that they're due. They're all y'all are some legends, man. All y'all, man, and that's what it's about.
And I'm glad that people, like, you know, people, a lot of the stuff is just show telling everything about an image, about hating and fighting people. Now look at everybody. We can all go hang out together and won't be no problem.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely outstanding. Yeah. That's what it's about. Well, yo, man, I had enough of your time, bro. I really appreciate you, man.
I need that shirt.
Oh yeah, positive vibes only, baby.
Yeah. I need that. That's nice.
Yeah. That's.
I hope I didn't talk too much. I hope you understood me.
Man, it's all good.
No, I have a dry mouth like it's like a paste mouth. Just finished running and.
Hey, I'm the one fasting. It's Ramadan.
Oh my goodness, that's right. And I do the opposite.
What's that?
I eat from daylight up to daylight down.
All right, champ. Hey, man. Tell everybody if they.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. If anybody want to get in touch with you, can they follow you anywhere, or what you got? Anything you want to promote?
Well, you know what? I'm just getting back. Well, praise God. One of the biggest things I'm doing back is getting back into the Hollywood scene and stuff. So I'm trying to get back into the movies.
Yeah.
Trying to get back into the movies.
Oh, hold on. My bad. I have to tell this story with you.
Okay.
So we in Vegas.
I know. Yes.
We in Vegas, and I'm married to Layla. We going to a fight. I get in the elevator, and when I get in the elevator, I see this dude and about four other dudes with him, and I know the guy, and he kept calling me about trying to get Layla to promote some of his stuff or be a part of his shows, whatever. And I kind of was avoiding him. I told him a couple times no, and he didn't like it. So we get in the elevator, and he started talking junk. Hey, yo, what's up, man? Why you always pushing off my stuff, man? And he doesn't even realize that when the next person that got on the elevator, or I don't know if you was already on the elevator or what. Maybe I think you had just got on. I'm not sure. But you was on the elevator, and I think you was with a female, and he's talking all this junk to me. And you're like, what's up, Johnny? You straight, man? You good? You good? And then they looked at you like, oh, shit.
You know what? But the thing that I was so surprised about, I see people, Layla could be the sweetest person ever, right?
Right.
Nice, no. But people don't know that other side of her.
Right.
People don't know that other side, and I've seen some stuff like, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And when that dude talk junk to you, usually, you know how the man got to protect the ladies and everything?
Yeah, she was ready to fight.
Layla was like, nigga, excuse me. Like, Layla was like, what's up? What you do? Well, that's my man, don't be. Layla was like, yo. Layla was like, yo, don't bring it. And I seen it one more time, I think. We was in Vegas doing something, I don't know. And it was some lady, just like Tarver was doing Roy.
Uh-huh.
There was some tall, long white lady. I don't know if you remember.
Vonda Ward.
Huh?
Vonda Ward?
Yes.
Yeah.
Big taller.
Yeah.
She was trying to yap all the time to Layla, kept coming up to Layla, and Layla was like trying to be real. I remember us walking up the stairs, being nice, like, how you doing? Like, Layla. Layla keep walking. Layla, act like you don't hear me. She's like, oh, how you doing? And just kept on going. Why are you scared? She's like, hold on, who are you? Layla like, who are you? She's like, she's like, look, lady, you had your piece of fame for the moment. Let it go. I'm going to go. Lady just come and talk. Then this lady, I don't know what Vonda Ward said, something. Later turned around. God dang, came down and like I will whoop your ass. Layla saw, okay, I'll beat the hell, don't talk like this. I don't know, who are you thinking,
Yeah.
And, Layla went off. It was like, I'm talking about like a street fight.
Right.
A street fight. Layla went
Hey, man,
off.
look, I tell people right now, because Clarissa Shields is out there talking so much stuff about what she'll do to Layla. Now, Layla and I got divorced in 05. And we haven't spoken a word to each other since. And she's happily married and I'm happily married. But I will tell people the truth. Layla will knock Clarissa Shields out.
You know what?
And
I know some friends that's very much supporting that got Clarissa Shields, but I'm telling you, people try to say Layla's old or Layla. I'm like, y'all don't underestimate Layla. And now if I was Clarissa Shields and her people, I would definitely be pushing that fight.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Definitely like her father, voice everything, do everything. And Layla, I don't know if she made an agreement. We don't know what her family says. Don't want to do it. But Layla, she's still in shape. We don't, like, I find out a lot of fighters or athletes let themselves go.
Right. I mean, well, she cooks, she eats healthy, she's all about health and got cooking.
And I'm almost positive that she still probably do a little something.
Yeah.
I mean, and don't get it wrong. Like, they think we lose this stuff. I'm like, no. Might lose some speed or timing.
Right.
But I remember they said that with George Foreman one time. Like the fighter never lose their power. They use their ability, their speed, their timing. Even a punch, it might come slower. But once it hits you, it get that same explosive power.
Yeah. And Layla was a workhorse. So yeah. Layla was a workhorse. She let them hands go.
And I think she do the same thing now because she works so hard. Like, she even put up pictures, like, when an up and weight loss, because my lady, she loves Layla. When we just went and seen her at the Hall of Fame, she loved the empowerment struggle of the ladies. Because my lady, she's one of the top, I hate to say it, one of the top ITs in the nation.
Right.
And so that's why my computer literacy is crazy. And she always did, but she's so technology savvy.
Right.
And she's a high VIP, senior VIP in a certain company and one of the leaders in the nation in IT.
Okay.
I'm not going to say the names, whatever. I know I'm not supposed to do it on her behalf. She like, don't be talking about them. Yeah, because it's company policies not to do it, but
I got you.
Yeah, she's one of the top things, and so she liked all the ladies like Layla is doing the empowerment.
Look, man, I really want to thank you for taking your time to be on here today, man, because you got a lot of great stories, man. You definitely a Hall of Famer. You a legend. You reigned in my division for years.
Thank you. That gotta be tough. That gotta be tough because it's your division.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you were about 3 or 4 years older than me.
No, so but no. I'm just saying, I'm making the point because you're still your division.
Right. Yeah, and I used to just watch you like, man, that boy right there doing it.
All right. Peace. Love you.
All right, man. You too. Back at you, champ. Y'all be good out there, man.
Be
safe. Stay out the way.
That's right. Next week, tune in. The next episode of Tuesday Night Fight Talk. Hey, hit the subscribe, tell a friend, and share it.
Gotta stay focused, I will not lose. I got the mind of a champ. Undefeated like the champ. Well respected when you see me. The street treat me like a champ. Got my weight right like the champ.